Jennifer's our next caller in Long Beach, California. Hi, Jennifer. Leo Laporte, the tech guy.
Yes, hi. Am I on?
You are on.
Yes. Hi. For over a year and a half in my apartment, I was able to connect through wireless the Linksys. And that's disappeared now for about 3 weeks. So I bought the USB. I'm working on Vista Basic on an HP laptop. And so I bought the Linksys wireless extender with the N standard, and I'm finding it's not solved the problem at all.
So you have, let me just, a silly question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You have a wireless access point to begin with.
Well, it disappeared, so I'm trying to...
But you own one, right?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm a wireless thief.
Okay. So you, okay. It wasn't such a dumb question. So if you want Wi-Fi, you have to contract with an internet service provider, Comcast.
Well, I know that.
Well, did you do that?
I don't do that. No.
You were using somebody else.
Other servers.
You were using somebody else's Wi-Fi.
Not uncommon.
Not legal.
For internet users.
No. So this person probably caught on and turned it off.
But it's not. No, it was a Linksys in my neighborhood. Yes, they probably did.
Oh, Jennifer, it was a neighbor's wireless internet. They set it up, and they didn't realize that they were broadcasting it publicly.
Okay, well, for over a year and a half. Well,
they caught on, or they moved, or they turned it off, or they renamed it. You know what I tell everybody who has wireless internet, wireless access point is turn on something called WPA2 encryption. You will require a password. Then your neighbors will not see you. If you were a bad guy, you could have gotten on their network and you have access to all their systems.
But I don't. I just.
But there might be other people in the neighborhood who were. So in fact, you were at great risk as well using this Linksys.
Doesn't my firewall and my
No. You are on an unprotected network. You are doing the most dangerous thing you could do. Yeah.
I take that risk. I do all my banking. I'm taking that risk.
You take that risk because you're cheap, Jennifer. You're going to have to buy internet access.
This is true.
I'm sorry. And buying the wireless extender is not the solution. You need to go to an internet service provider and say, I want to buy internet access and hook up your own Wi-Fi. It'll work great.
Yeah, well, they should bring that cost down.
$14.95 from DSL Extreme a month. But, I mean, you know, that's like somebody saying, yeah, I steal from the grocery store because food is so expensive. It's still stealing. So you're borrowing. Look, I've done this from time to time. You need a quick hit on your email, and you're driving around. There's open access point. They're all named Linksys. When you see an access point named Linksys, it's kind of usually means the person who set it up was kind of clueless and just plugged it in and went. They didn't change the name, didn't do anything. It could also be, though, Jennifer, it really could be somebody malicious setting up a Wi-Fi access point and watching what you're doing. Now, your banking's safe because it's encrypted. But maybe, here, I'll give you an example. This happens all the time. You get your email from, Hotmail or Google or whatever. And now the good news is Google's changed their system so you cannot get it unencrypted. But many other systems, and Google in the early days allowed you to send your login and password through the air unencrypted, which means that anybody else on that Linksys router, not just the guy who set it up, but anybody else in your neighborhood on that router, could see your email password floating through, catch it, and now they've got access to your email. In fact, first thing I would do right now is change all of your unencrypted passwords. If you've done anything without encryption, you want to change it because those have all been sent through the airwaves publicly for the last year and a half. So now, if I have access to your email, I can do all sorts of things. For instance, I can go to your bank and say, "Oh yeah, I'm changing my password," and they'll say, "Well, we have to confirm this through your email, right?" Uh-oh. They can capture your email. They can do anything. They can watch what you're doing. They can get other passwords. They can get your logins. You could be totally compromised. And if the person is clever and wants to maintain the connection, will not ever do anything that would let you know. They just sit there and smile. So it's dangerous for you to use it. It's technically illegal. It's wire fraud. You know, I mean, people have been arrested for it. I don't think it's, you know, it's certainly it's wrong, right? Because you're using somebody else's resource. They paid for it. You're borrowing it. Now, you might say, well, they didn't block me. They're not required to block you. But, and what probably happened is that they did. They wised up. Somebody told them. Or they moved. You don't even know who it is. Maybe they moved. Maybe it broke. Nowadays, everybody, there's all these things floating through the air, and, you know, you can grab them. It's not safe to do it. I would recommend just, you know, DSL Extreme, one of our sponsors, is $14.95 a month. It's pretty cheap. You already spent more than that on the Wi-Fi extender. The Wi-Fi extender will not help you if they went away or locked it down. Thank your neighbor. Here's what I do. When I see an open access point,